Hi YouTubers, welcome to one of my videos. Just doing some work in the workshop, but I thought I'd give you an update to do with the Talbot Express and the Chinese heater. Now a while ago I fitted a 2 kilowatt, 2 or 3 kilowatt I think it is, Chinese diesel heater, and been running it on paraffin and been very pleased with it. And we were away for a few days and down the Norfolk coast, and we had snow and blizzards, and it was -5 at some times, and we had the heater on quite a bit over the days we were down there. And I thought I'd check the actual amount of fuel it uses. Now I'm running it on paraffin, not diesel. Now over a 4 or 5 day period, I can't remember exact how many hours and things like that, but I calculated it out at between a quarter to half a litre of paraffin an hour. Now you might say, well, that's quite a lot of fuel, but it's the actual heater was running at quite a high pace, and it was -5 a lot of the time. And our van is not very windproof. There's a lot of vents in it, so it gets cold very easily. Although it's been double insulated, we've realised that there's a lot of vents that the wind can come in. For example, above the cooker there's a extractor fan, and on a really windy day it blows air in, and you can feel it coming into the where the cooker is. So I need to do some modifications. I think I'm going to fit a flap on some of the vents, and obviously open them up when we're cooking and doing things like that. Now I've also got one of these Chinese diesel heater in my shed, which is working now. The exhaust is out the back and one thing and another, and it's just ticking over with just one red bar showing. Normally when they're running flat out you get 2 red bars. Now the reason why I've got one in here, because it's just easier and I don't always have electric on in the shed. Now just an update regarding the display on these diesel heaters. They work extremely well. These LCD give you all the annunciators, I think it is, with what's happening. One of the problems is it's in our motorhome when it's really dark. This lights up the van like Blackpool illuminations. It's very bright. So what I've done, I've made a cover that can go over it in our van, in the Talbot Express, just to black it out at night. And the other thing you should be aware of with these diesel heaters is when it's switched off, the display still has a light on it. Now on a leisure battery, this one here, it's a marine leisure battery, it's an 88 amp hour battery, and with it switched off and not being used, it will flatten this battery in 4 weeks. Just the display running, not the heater working, not even tick overing, with just the display, it will flatten this battery in 4 weeks. And it doesn't completely flatten it, because what happens is you get a flashing indicator on the display to warn you, and the only thing excuse me the only thing you should be aware of is it will only show the fault condition of the battery when you actually try and use it, and there won't be enough current to supply the heater. So if you've got a motorhome and you put it in storage and you switch everything off in the van, and you really need a separate isolation switch for the diesel heater, and say it will flatten this battery, which is a fairly new battery, in 4 weeks. And it takes it down, it doesn't destroy the battery, but it lowers it so much the diesel heater won't work. and I'll just put it on charge. But if you're putting your van in storage, you're supposed to run these diesel heaters straight back to your battery, not from your 12-volt control panel. And you really need to put an on-off switch in the power lead, and that's what I've done with the Talbot Express. I've put a switch in the main positive feed to the diesel heater. When you do switch the diesel heater off and remove the power with the switch, you will find it will lose its clock setting, but it doesn't lose the other settings, like pairing with the remote control, which is sitting up there. It still remembers that, but you lose your clock settings. It retains the temperature setting and everything else, but it loses the clock. So that's my advice, is fit an isolation switch on it when you put your van in storage or for any long period of time. That way it doesn't run your leisure battery down. So hope you've enjoyed this video so far. It's a very quick one, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like if you haven't done already, and the next few videos will hopefully be the van in its MOT, which is due this month, and I've had to do a fair bit of work to it, and I'll cover that off in a separate video. So thanks for watching. Bye.